Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it? The fuck? Why? No! Stop it! Hey. Oh my... Why? What the fuck? What is this? Hello everyone, Margaret here. Welcome to my playthrough of Doki Doki Literature Club, which is a psychological horror visual novel made by Team Salvato. Now, I do want to preface that this game is not meant for children, nor is it meant for people who are easily disturbed, as it covers topics such as depression and suicide. So if you don't think you can handle that, it's okay, you can just click away. But if you think you can, I really hope that you enjoy the video, and if you do, be sure to give me a like, and of course, as always, subscribe to the channel, as that helps me super greatly. Enjoy. I'll just go down the list from the top to the bottom. I told Natsuki I was interested in her poem yesterday. It's probably only fair if I shared mine with her first.
Okay, well, let's start with the things I don't like. First of all,
Natsuki rereads my poem.
Never mind. I don't feel like giving you my opinion.
What? Eric. Then what's the point of sharing it in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, remember how I said I wanted to read your poems? That's what I had in mind when writing this. Ooh, smooth, Luperza. I want to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours. Like Monica said.
Well, I would be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, well, it's not that great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. You went and ruined it. I hope you're happy.
So in other words, you're saying you liked it. Natsuki's retort gets caught in her throat.
You don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that. You don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're all self-important.
Pretty sure you've never actually said that. I say that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. I can't figure out if it's a win or a loss that she liked my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right? I show you mine, you show me yours, girl.
Fine, I guess. Only because Monica will make me if I don't.
Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. What? She has a very, one-dimensional world.
Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it.
I like it.
What? Just be honest.
I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it?
Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously.
But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard, you know? Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening, so I decided to write about it.
Yeah, I understand.
But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like, I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line.
So you did... I guess more went into it with more... I guess more went into it than I realized.
That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you?
Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care about how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Alright, here we go. Going to Yuri. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading.
Oh. Sorry. I forgot to start speaking.
What? It's fine. Don't force yourself.
I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on.
Loading.
Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right?
Yeah. Why do you ask?
I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it.
It's bad?
No. Did I just raise my voice? I'm sorry.
Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you trying to say?
Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try making their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened.
Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds kind of like an expert.
Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different there are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though.
Biased? How?
Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about other people like that. Sorry.
It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. You mind if I read your poem now?
Oh, please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it.
Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? I cannot read. Ooh. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing, it must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last to yet be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back.
I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting.
What? I was not thinking that at all.
But it took you so long to read.
Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty.
That's a relief.
Also, I like your poem. Even though it's short, it's really descriptive.
It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems.
No, not at all.
I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose.
Are you into ghosts, Yuri?
Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Luperza.
Really? I must have totally missed the point.
Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all.
Was that like a throw at me?
But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolical compared to a ghost. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left nothing.
That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive.
It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too.
Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying.
I'm counting on you.
Alright, Monica's poem next.
Hi, Luperza.
Having a good time so far? Yeah.
Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things you think we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay?
Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in.
Anyway,
want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to.
Don't worry, Luperza. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon.
God, she sounds so creepy now that I know this is creepy. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem.
I like it, Luperza.
Really?
It's a lot cuter than I expected.
Oh, geez.
No. It kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write. She's a good writer too. So take that as a compliment.
If you say so.
Yep. If you're interested in Natsuki, then always keep a snack on you. She'll cling to you like a puppy.
Okay.
Natsuki's dad doesn't give her lunch money or leave her any food in the house, so she's in a fussy mood pretty often.
That's terrible! Oh my gosh! Oh, poor Natsuki.
But sometimes she just loses all of her strength and shuts down. Like earlier. This is just a guess, but I think she's so small because her malnutrition is interfering with her adolescent growth.
Oh God.
But hey, some guys are into petite girls too, you know? Sorry, I'm just trying to look at the bright side. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good.
You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good.
Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know?
I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall. But he wasn't looking at me, confused. I frantically glanced at my surroundings. My burned eyes can no longer see color. Are there others in this room? Are they talking? Or are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper? The sound of frantic scrawling playing tricks on my ears. The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right there. Following my fears, I brandish my pen. Interesting. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. That's okay. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was that inspiration behind this? Well, I'm not sure if you know how to put it. I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strong. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. It's actually a good tip. And another way to think about this is, if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Monika's writing something in her notebook. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly.
What's with this language?
Did you say something?
Oh, it's nothing.
Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand.
I guess you could say it's fancy.
Thanks. Yours is cute.
Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute?
I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice.
You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come nice. Ugh. Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all.
Well, I do have a couple suggestions.
If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Monica liked it, and Luperza did too. So, based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all...
Excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Luperza liked my poem too, you know? He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Don't put me in the middle of this, girls! Stop it!
Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri.
That's not what I... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Luperza appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours.
How do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself?
No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy.
Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Luperza started showing up.
Natsuki. Natsuki, that's a little...
This doesn't involve you.
Oh my gosh. Taking out your own insecurities on others like that? You really act What just happened? The fuck? You really act as young as you look, Natsuki. Oh no, shit's going down.
Me? Look who's talking, you wanna be edgy bitch!
Holy shit. Edgy? Sorry, that's my lifestyle. Sorry that my lifestyle is too much for someone of your mental age to comprehend.
See? Just saying that proves my point. Most people learn to get...
Oh shit, what's happening?
To get over themselves after they graduate middle school, you know?
What is happening? If you want to prove anything, then stop harassing others with your sickening attitude. You think you can counterbalance your toxic personality just by dressing and acting cute? The only cute thing about you is how hard you try.
Whoa! Be careful, or you might cut yourself on that edge, Yuri. Oh, my bad. You already do, don't you?
What? Did you just accuse me of cutting myself? What the fuck is wrong with your head?
Yeah, go on. Let Luperza hear everything you really think. I'm sure he'll be head over heels for you after this.
Suddenly, Yuri turns towards me, as if she just noticed I was standing there. Luperza? She's just trying to make me look bad.
That's not true. She started it.
But whoever I agree with, we have to agree with somebody. Oh, what dialogue. I think we were trying to get Natsuki to be our homie, so we had to pick Natsuki, right? Oh, this conversation's crazy. Okay. Just happened, I clicked it and it's airing out! What's happening? I'm scared. It really wants me to know. No, why? Oh my god, what the fuck? Hey Luperza. Why don't we step outside for a little bit? Okay? Sorry about that. They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to stay out of this. We'll go back inside once they're done yelling. Some president I am, right? I can't even confront my own club members properly. I just wish I was able to be a little more assertive sometimes, but I never have it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Anyway, if this makes you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. I'd be happy to spend time with you instead. Suddenly Natsuki runs out of the classroom. She quickly runs away. Oh dear. Well, it looks like they're done. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Yuri's rocking back and forth in her desk with her palms on her forehead. Yuri? I didn't mean it. I believe you. I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki. Or did? Luperza? Please don't hate me. Please? I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. It's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget all about it tomorrow. Completely. Anyway, the meeting is over, so you can go home now if you want. Yuri looks at me like she wants to say something, but she keeps glancing at Monica. You can go first, Monica. I'd like to stay a bit longer. I'm the president, so I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done. Well, I'm vice president, so please let me take that responsibility today. It kind of sounds like you don't want me around for something, Yuri. It's not that. It's not that. I didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with Luperza. It would just be embarrassing with you listening. I guess I don't really have a choice, do I? I'm sorry for causing trouble, but I really... What the fuck? What the fuck? I don't know what's going on. All right. Okay, here we go. What do we do? Anxiety. I'm feeling anxiety right now. Romance. Boop. I just like the word boop. Oh yeah, parfait, because that was that. Misfortune. A heart. Venture. Anime. We're big fans. Kawaii! Ooh, we like fantasy. Climax. Explode. Universe. Promise. Party. Sunset. Tenacious. Scars. Childhood. Clouds. Pleasure. Thanks for watching my Doki Doki Literature Club playthrough. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a big thumbs up, leave me a comment below, and of course subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any future videos. Thanks for watching!